on.
This has some good sound effects in it.
Yeah. Okay. Are there types of trees that should be avoided when getting wood chips? And then what about walnut trees?
Walnut trees, there's nothing that should be avoided, and in nature, nothing is ever taken off the earth. Every tree drops its needles and leaves every year, and nothing's removed, so there's nothing toxic. And I had the most interesting experience with walnut trees. People tell you you can't use walnut wood chips. So I had this guy dump a whole truckload of walnut wood chips. He took a tree down and a whole, like, 5-foot pile of walnut wood chips. Somehow a walnut went through those wood chips and didn't break. And I'm watching all summer long, as it's not raining, a 5-foot raised bed of walnut chips, and a walnut tree was growing out of it, and it grew to about 3.5 feet in the summer at the top of the pile, in nothing but walnut wood chips. And so I just have to come back with, excuse me, come on, you know, it's just, there's just nothing that doesn't work. Everything breaks down, turns back to dirt.
I've never seen a walnut tree before. Does it have like leaves and greenery and stuff with it?
Okay. Nice big broadleaf. It's a big broadleaf tree, and then it's a, you know, I think the wood's kind of a whitish bark, and it's grows quite well, and then it has, you know, walnut nuts, and it starts out as great big green, and then the skin gets dry, part comes off, and the nut is inside of the green. The tree over there next to the corn. It has these really, a lot of red apples. Really, that's an Akane apple from Japan. It's really good. Take some of those. Okay. They're really delicious, you know. Okay. And then there's a lot of cucumbers out there, just great, and it's full of water. You know, just help yourself. Whatever you can use. You know, not go bad. Just take enjoy.
May as well just stay somewhere local here tonight, huh? We haven't done this since we were like our honeymoon, huh? We just kind of traveled around.
Where are you guys from?
Spirit Lake, Idaho.
Oh. Did you call me? Did you call?
Yeah. I suppose. Is this your better half?
That's Carol.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. And we've only been up there for about a year. We moved there from Mesa, Arizona.
You like it?
Yeah. And then I'm getting 3 loads of wood chips delivered.
Great, wonderful, awesome.
I figured, I mean, it's going to cost me $300, but that's 45 yards.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Well, so it'd be forever sitting here.
It's a new investment. You're investing in your future.
The upfront investments. So that'll, we did an estimate. About 4 inches I'll have will be the 4,000 square foot garden area. So that's what we're going to do when we get back. I just kind of want to get a good idea.
I really encourage people with families to plant fruit trees.
That's what I want to.
Because Dr. McCullough on his website in 2012 made it. He said 12 things you should no longer eat. The first on the list were apples, because they're so poisonous. And you see, apples will feed you for generations, and it's like a king fruit. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I think it's really wise now to plant, apple fruit trees, because the stuff in the store is not going to be safe to eat. And if you're going to want fruit, you're going to have to be growing your own, because it's not going to be available. So, and again, in amongst your trees, you can grow unlimited food. See what's so cool about the orchard? You can plant like vines. Let them go all over the place, because there's plenty of space. You're not going to hurt anything, And so you can save your garden for like things you want to contain, but just vines and stuff. Cucumbers, watermelon, pumpkins. Just plant your orchard and let them go crazy, because they can. And it's not going to take up any space, because it's already, it's usable. We'll get some tips from you just on how, I think you told me before, plant them about 18 feet apart. Yeah, minimum. Because the book tells you 10 to 12, but I can show you out there a 7-year-old dwarf plum that had roots coming out 30 feet from the trunk. that's man. Insane. But it's awesome, because you see, you got roots like that. It's gonna feed well. It's gonna produce out good fruit. So, but give them plenty of space, and don't go by the book, because they don't get it, and they never planted in compost. So they don't know how stuff's gonna grow. Yeah, so we'll do that. And what about cherries? I don't know if you have cherries. I do, but plant them 25 feet apart, because they get huge. And there's no such thing as a dwarf cherry. They lie to you. They do not exist. And that one down my pond there is only 17 years old, at 40 feet tall, and I'm cutting it down. It's just, I can't reach the fruit anymore. I'm going to plant a little next to it, because it's too big. I can't, it's just 40 feet. It's just are all your trees dwarf species? All your apples and everything? All of them are dwarf. So I think what that means is they're just not going to grow tall, but they're going to grow wide. No, it means that how they do dwarf trees is they graft your cultivar, the one you want, into a rootstock that doesn't develop roots. Because the root system stays small, the tree does not grow big. The tree doesn't grow big. Well, that's not happening here. Then my rootstocks don't stay small. And so give it plenty of space. And the reason my trees are low to the ground, and you've never seen apple trees that look like that ever in your life, because the apples are so full of water and minerals, which are heavy, they bend all the branches down. It's the weight of the fruit that pulls all those branches down.